Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity show. This is the place where busy leaders come to get the tips, tools, and techniques that they need to create more success in their leadership with less sacrifice in their life to who they are. You don't want to sacrifice who you are to get ahead. And so today we are talking about embracing feedback. And especially for emerging leaders, because I feel this is your secret weapon for career and leadership success. I'm going to make the case for why today, so stay tuned. So why feedback? Why embrace feedback? And why can it supercharge your career? Well, first and foremost, you don't know what you don't know without it. You don't know what you need to do differently. It is a shortcut to accelerating your career when you have the attitude that you can embrace feedback. So let's talk a little bit about the power of feedback. And I want to give you some very specific strategies as an emerging leader or someone looking to advance in their leadership journey about the power of feedback and how it is that you can embrace it a little more fully, let's say. So the power of feedback, it really gives you a 360-degree awareness of where you're at. And when you're clear on where you need to go, then it gives you the information to be able to bridge that gap. It can tell you where you're starting. It can tell you what you need to be able to get to your end result. It is a guidance system of sorts for you, because when you get feedback, valuable feedback, then you've got clarity of direction. So it's almost like a compass, a guidance system that gives you the way forward. You don't have to figure it out for yourself. You can take the feedback and it gives you that clarity of direction. It is a new perspective. So when you get feedback from people, it can open a door to a new perspective. It can allow you to think about things differently. It can give you new ideas. So that is some of the power of feedback. Also, feedback is a way for you to gauge your progress. So here's where you're at. Here's where you want to go. Feedback is going to let you know what's in between, so you know what it is that you need to do, which allows you to make better decisions. You're not trying to figure everything out. With feedback, you're getting valuable information so that you can move forward without getting snagged by blind spots, let's say, because there are things about ourselves that we just don't see that other people will see. And so that's valuable information there. So how do you make the most of feedback? I want to give you some very specific strategies. So first and foremost, feedback is something that you need to solicit. If you're not getting this, and I hear stories of this when I am talking to my audiences, when I'm going in and doing consulting, is that they're not getting the feedback that they want. They're not getting the feedback that they need. They don't know, as an emerging leader in a certain industry, and I do a lot of work in financial services, what they need to do to get to that next level, because they're not getting the feedback from their managers or their supervisors. So proactively seek it. If you're not getting the feedback that you need, then seek it out. Ask for perhaps weekly or bi-weekly meetings to be able to touch in, to ask questions to get that feedback. Certainly around performance review time, asking for feedback and having questions, going in with questions in mind related to what it is that you want to know in order to get to your next level. So seek it out. Number two, approach feedback with openness. A lot of people get very defensive when it comes to feedback. They think that they're doing something wrong and they don't want to hear anybody talk to them about what they may be doing wrong. And so they close themselves off to feedback, but that's a mistake. Being open to feedback, if you can look at it, don't take it personally, but if you can look at it as simply information that is going to help you figure it out quicker, get to your next level faster. Have that sort of open attitude when it comes to feedback, then that will serve you. There is no failure. There's only feedback. That is one of my NLP presuppositions I was trained in. And when it comes to communication and leadership success, there is no failure. There is only feedback. You take it and you recalibrate as a result. Number three, translate feedback into action. So don't just take it in and say, yeah, okay, thank you very much. What are you going to do with it? It's a gift. Feedback is a gift. It's being given to you so that you have new, more relevant information to move ahead in your career, your business, your leadership, whatever it is that you aspire to. It's a gift. So do something with it. So whatever feedback you get, turn it into actionable items, things that you can schedule on your calendar, perhaps people that you can meet, actions that you can take. So make it actionable. And then the last strategy is to express appreciation for feedback. If someone is taking the time to give you valuable feedback on your career or your leadership or your business, say thank you. This is something that is a gift. It is helping you to move ahead, go further, faster with others, right? And they've invested some time and energy into you. So show appreciation for that. Verbally say thank you, write a thank you, write a LinkedIn message, but make sure that you are appreciative for the time that the people have spent with you, because then they'll be more likely to do it again. So again, I hope these 4 tips will help you just to be more open, embrace feedback, because it can be so incredibly powerful. And I want to share a story with you. And this is about someone I know and someone I've coached. And he had a performance evaluation, did not get the evaluation that he wanted. So there was a gap between his expectation and what actually happened. And so I asked him in our session, what is it that you need to do? What was the feedback? And he said, well, I don't know. And I said, okay, that's a problem. We need to find out. So you need to go back, schedule a meeting with your manager, and figure out what specific feedback is going to get you to their expectations. So the next time around, you're getting the rating that you want. And so that's exactly what happened. We worked on some questions to go back in to be able to find out what specifically he needed to do in order to get that rating that would allow him to be promoted. And so then he knew exactly what he needed to do. So he had, again, what we talked about, an awareness of the way forward. It was guidance for him. He knew what to focus on, what not to focus on. He had a new perspective through his manager's eyes. He was able to gauge his progress because he kind of had a roadmap of how he was going to go there. And it allowed him to say yes to the right things and no to the things that weren't going to move him in that direction. So he made better decisions. And he was aware of some things about himself that he wasn't aware of until he solicited that feedback. So put the power of feedback to work for you. And I'm happy to say that this person went on to get the rating that they deserved and then the promotion that they wanted. So this is something I can't say enough about as an emerging leader, to embrace feedback. So until the next time, here is wishing you all the clarity and the feedback that you deserve. Take care and bye-bye for now.